Greetings. Here we are again, International Coaching Week. We're so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for attending the C-Suite Network Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. We've got a program today. Oh my goodness. So grateful that you're watching the replay and you're here live. So thank you to each of you. Big kisses to you, and cannot wait to formally introduce our terrific speaker for today, esteemed faculty member, Cristina DiGiacomo. So let me jump in. Just want to do a quick recap of our programs celebrating International Coaching Week. We're so glad. This is an annual event that is so powerful to really promote, showcase, and highlight all of the work that coaches do. Coaches, consultants, trusted advisors, thought leaders, and we're celebrating as well in our council. Our theme for the week is aligned with the International Coaching Federation. As you would imagine, it's all about celebrating and exploring your potential. And if you know certainly how we roll in the C-Suite Network, Women's Coaching and Consulting, we talk about potential quite a bit. However, we talk about putting things into action, okay? We don't just simmer in the potential and thinking about things and all in the daydreaming. No, we get into action as evidenced by our topic today. So just wanted to let you know and do a big shout out yesterday, of course, for Cindy Watson. She talked about the maximizing the power of feminine negotiation and the whole art of feminine negotiation, not a male versus female, not a, gender-based type of topic, but more about the attributes of being an effective negotiator. And so you definitely want to watch that replay. It was truly excellent, a masterclass for sure in how to be a better negotiator, negotiating contracts, agreements, relationships, difficult situations, just how to have a negotiation mindset, coming together for collaboration. It was a great program. So watch it on our YouTube channel. And of course, today is our marvelous esteemed faculty member, Cristina DiGiacomo, talking about how to unleash the potential of ChatGPT and AI and just this whole emerging technology. And so Cristina is going to talk about that in just a moment. So we're so grateful you're here because the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council, it's the place to be for sure. And I'm Kathleen Caldwell, founder of our council. I'm a speaker and author. I am a person, all things loving coaching and consulting and elevating, supporting, promoting women leaders and women in every aspect of our economy. Because when women are supported, we rise together and we shine. We also, it's been proven time after time that we support our partners, our families, our communities, and we also are some of the biggest, thrive, and also we gift in our community. So we're a very, very powerful force in the economic advancement of our world. So excited about that. And most importantly, ballroom dancing partner to my beloved husband, Michael. Big shout out to my sweetheart. So today's topic and this whole week is all about potential. And I love the word potential because it's not only an adjective, but it's a noun, and you can read this definition for yourself. But existing in possibility, capable, potential is really capable of taking development and turning it into actuality. And of course, someone's or something's ability to develop, achieve, or succeed. And we love potential, but we love action. We're action takers, and that's where we roll. So as you're here, we're so grateful you're here participating in our broadcast today, our live stream program. I'd love for you to take a moment and think about, what does potential mean to you? What are the areas of life that you're thinking about where you'd like to have more freedom, more success, more opportunity and possibilities? And, watching the rebroadcast, we're so happy. We've got over 56,000 clicks and views on our YouTube channel. We welcome you into our broadcast as well. So to be thinking about, what does potential mean to you? Okay. And as we move into our topic for today, potential is certainly the theme when it comes to AI, artificial intelligence, and you can't pick up a news feed or a newspaper and really not see the impact that AI is having on the world. It's quite extraordinary. And of course, the grandfather of AI supposedly is firing a shot across the bow to say, hey, be aware of the pluses and the minuses, the pros and cons with AI. And so taking a balanced approach to this important development in technology is really important, and the impact it's making. So, it's everywhere, and you are at the right place to hear from the right person about how this impacts you and your business. And so I would love to welcome to the podium on the C-Suite Network Women's Coaching and Consulting Council, Cristina DiGiacomo. Cristina is a tremendous thought leader when it comes to emerging technologies and also blending emerging plus the ancient time-tested wisdom. She's the founder of the Philosophers Council, the Philo Club, and the AI Mastermind. Cristina is also the author of Wise Up at Work. So be sure to get her book, terrific book about how to create a great culture in your business and how to bring in wisdom and thinking and slowing down and being more methodical into your life and in your business. So with that, I'd like to turn the podium over to Cristina. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being our presenter today. We can't wait to hear what you're going to talk about with AI and ChatGPT and how to maximize the potential. So Cristina, over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kathleen. And hi, everyone out there. It's really good to be here. So a couple of months ago, I did a presentation for the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council around ChatGPT and some of the things that were going on with it and how to use it. And I also did a workshop. So, definitely get in touch with Kathleen to get your hands on those replays, because there was a lot of really practical information in those presentations, which is not to say I'm not going to give you a little nugget of practicality, but really what I wanted to make sure that we talk about today is, as I'm kind of going through this journey with artificial intelligence and using these tools, that I'm sharing with you the most up-to-date thinking on my end as to what I'm observing out there and what I think is really important for people to think about as they also kind of go through their experimentation and journey with AI. So I just have a presentation I'm going to share with you, and let's chat. Okay, so really, we're going to chat a little bit about ChatGPT, but I really want to kind of take this beyond that. So again, if you don't know what ChatGPT is, or if you're sort of familiar with it, but you want a few more resources, I highly recommend you go to Kathleen's YouTube channel, find my previous talks, and start there. And then you can watch this one, or you could just reach out to me or Kathleen. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Okay, so a little bit about me. Kathleen did mention this earlier, but I wanted to kind of reiterate. My work is really around helping entrepreneurs, thought leaders, business leaders, executives think better. And the tool that's really actually been around for about 2,500 years to 3,000 years in order to help people think better is philosophy. So what I do is I teach philosophy for the workplace, philosophy to CEOs and business leaders, to help them open the doors of their minds so they open the doors of their business and open the doors of opportunity. So where AI fits into all of this is the next level of how we're going to be thinking about work, how we're going to be thinking about ourselves, how are we going to be thinking about society, with the introduction of this extraordinarily game-changing and incredible technology. I don't think since the introduction of the internet have we really encountered a technology that's probably going to shape our evolution for the next 100 years or more. So this is why I'm very interested in getting into the ground level and helping people do that as well. So why is AI important? Again, as Kathleen mentioned in her really great setup, there's this current conversation going on around AI, and the tools that are being generated and the different models of AI is basically these two conversations. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's going to revolutionize medicine and healthcare, and then there's this other conversation, which is we're doomed, and it's the Terminator. We're 5 years away from the Terminator, and so it seems to be probably very confusing for people who just kind of want to learn a little bit about it and not necessarily want to get caught up in these, either in the hype, good or bad. And so what it really boils down to, if you're going to ask any sort of question with regards to artificial intelligence, is essentially, what's in it for me? So let the Google brains and the AI ethics people kind of sort out the larger questions about artificial intelligence. And if you're interested in intellectualizing about it, which I kind of am, but I think when it comes to the more practical aspect of this, it's really about like, how can I harness this for myself? What's in it for me? So when I started my AI journey, I was probably like you, or somewhat similar to you at some point. I was doing everything myself, every content strategy. I was doing everything myself, for myself or for my clients. And so I would really actually come across this blank screen a whole lot. And this blank screen essentially is a metaphor for where do I go next? How do I deal with this now? How do I explore this? I've got an inspired idea and I don't know what to do, or I've got to really create an output on a deadline and I am paralyzed. I've got analysis paralysis. So that's really what this blank screen represents. And this is where, in my opinion, AI and AI tools are so useful because they actually help you get out of your own sort of procrastination loop. They help you get out of your own way. And that, to me, is the essential benefit of experimenting with these tools than any other reason that's being offered right now. And what do I mean by that? So this is just an example of how my work output benefited from using something like a ChatGPT or other tools like Jasper or ChatSonic. And I'll get into a little bit about what's possible, I think, in the next slide or two. But if you look at the left, it would take me a blog post of like 1,500 words or so. It would take me about 3 hours from thinking about the topic, the headline, writing the first crappy draft, editing. I mean, the whole from beginning to end, 3 hours. If I had to develop plans or strategies for my business or for my clients, it took a considerable amount of time. I never got to brainstorm because I was busy doing other work. So I never really had the opportunity to kind of experiment with ideas or throw things up, and see where the intersections were. Research was always just when I could get to it. There was never any kind of structure to my research. It was always kind of like, I'll get to it when I get to it, or it was just kind of slotted in the extra 15 minutes I happen to have online at the bank with my smartphone. And then social media would always take about a couple of hours and this is just a post. So if you look at the right, this is how the amount of time that I would take to do this exact same things got compressed and optimized by using AI tools. So I could actually do the things that I wanted to do and get the things that I needed to do done in a much quicker way, freed up a lot of time, freed up a lot of brain space. And if you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, thought leader, coach, consultant, your value is your brain space. And so if you don't have that, then you're probably going to struggle. So what's possible? So again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. But if you're doing content generation, articles, video scripts, webinar scripts, if you're, need a strategy, you can have AI do your marketing plans, ask it to come up with promotional ideas, ask it to do audience research. So if you want to learn more about what's in the hearts and minds of your avatar, you can go ahead and use AI to do that. Digital outputs, advertising outputs, things that maybe you may need that you don't really know how to put together. I'm not an expert on email sequences. If there's a particular topic you're interested in and you don't know a lot about, or a person that you're about to meet and you want to learn more about their background and how it actually intersects with your competency, like you can play around with that with AI. And now there's generative AI, which is basically taking text and generating something out of that text prompt. So it's not text to text like ChatGPT's, will give you an output in text. Generative AI is you input text, it creates an entire podcast episode using a voice, either your voice or a voice that you've selected. Text to imagery, some of the imagery that's being created through really specific prompt engineering, and I'll talk about that, is incredible. Videos, I mean, this is really game changer stuff. It all depends on how you ask the AI to do things, and the more specific you are, the better, and the better quality output you're going to get. That's called prompt engineering. But essentially there are new tools, new AI apps, new ways to use artificial intelligence coming out every day. And I am telling you, every day there's a new tool or app or technology that I'm coming across I'm always like, oh my gosh, this one's amazing. Well, yesterday that other one was amazing. So it's a very rapidly evolving field. So like I had mentioned in my previous talks with Kathleen, and I did a workshop, I go into a lot of AI resources, like other links to tools and some practical stuff. For the purpose of this talk, I need to get you guys on the next level, right? Because we are now at the point that's beyond just using ChatGPT for a blog post. Okay. And the notion is you're going to need a bigger moat. And what I mean by that, your moat is your specialty. A moat is what protects a castle from invasion. So from a business standpoint, the metaphor is your moat protects you from competition. Okay, it protects you from anyone really being able to steal your audience or your clients or compete with you on price or anything like that. That's your moat. With AI now being able to do a number of things, right? You may have people who are in your space who are either going to be leveled by AI or enabled by AI. And it all depends on how specialized your product, skill set, or service is. So your moat needs to expand to the level that you are able to completely lean in and experiment and intersect with artificial intelligence, your product, skill set, or service. because I guarantee you, for every person in your space that's doing it, there's 10 that aren't, or there are 10 that are fighting it. And that's okay. But you're the one who's going to be front and center. You're going to be the one who's to market faster. So start playing around with AI, lean into it. The second thing that's going to build your moat is your value is actually your values. And Sheila, this is a little hat tip to you, but this could be a talking point for you, Sheila, okay, with your clients and the people that you work with, because your value, if your moat is about your specialization, your brand, your tone, your, your core competencies that make you unique, right? Like, I'm philosophy for business. There aren't that many people in the world that do that, right? So for you, Sheila, your value is your values. So the more specific your values, the higher your value becomes in the age of AI. If you don't have a process incorporating AI, create one now. So begin to look at your workflows, begin to work at your project plans, begin to look at how you're future casting your business and all sort of the things that you have coming up, and start earmarking certain areas or certain projects or certain tasks with incorporating artificial intelligence and where you can do that. You will now need an AI strategy for the reasons above. Increase the size of your moat. Be able to integrate, be able to really leverage this technology. So the next level really isn't the person who's like, oh, I could do a marketing plan in less than an hour now. It's, has that person thought about the strategy for developing future marketing plans using artificial intelligence and how they're going to do that? That's the next level. So I mentioned this before, while other people are spending time debating, you're going to market. And it all has to do with increasing the size of your moat and being more strategic with how you're using artificial intelligence and all the tools. Okay. So how can your business keep up with it all? Because it's a lot. I mean, I'm not trying to be self-serving here. I'm not kidding. I'm actually in this space helping people be in this space. And even for me, it's like a lot. But I have a group. It's an AI mastermind group where it's solopreneurs, thought leaders, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants are welcome to come to this group and experiment with these tools, work on these strategies together in not only a community of practice, but working with me as well and helping you develop how you're going to do this moving forward. I already have, a few members in the group. This is Laura Neubauer, who started working with me in my AIM group. And we, based on something that I told her to do, she kind of refactored her Facebook ad strategy, her Facebook ad copy, and the subsequent landing page, just basically optimizing the funnel based on some prompts I told her to use with ChatGPT, and she started converting like that. So she's one of our founding members. We have some young woman who's a PhD candidate in chemistry. who's part of our group, and we have a CEO that is the head of an organizational development consulting group who's a part of our group. So it's a very, very diverse group of people, all very interested in learning how AI can support their work or, their PhD. So that's Laura. And this is my contact information. This is the URL, aimastermind.group. This is my email address and my LinkedIn information. The AI Mastermind group is $99 a month, and we meet twice a month. And so I guarantee you're going to make that back tenfold in the amount of time that you save and free time that you gain, and getting your ideas to market faster so you can make money faster. It's really, I wanted to set the price point to be something super accessible because I really believe that this is something that can help anyone. So if you're interested in joining the mastermind group, that's the URL. You can join, or you can reach out to me and we'll get you signed up. We'll get you going with your onboarding and our next set of meetings. And that's it. Thank you.
Cristina, oh my goodness. Wow.
Thank
wow. Now, just want to reiterate too that this is a founding member offer that you have. Founding member.
Yes, that's correct.
Founding member, not forever, but just.
No, it's not going to be forever.
Yeah. And what we're always doing is in our council is modeling offers and opportunities for our esteemed faculty members and our founding members. So getting things off the ground, getting some success is so awesome. So congratulations, Cristina. My gosh, beautiful.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Sheila, I think we could have so much fun with generative AI to imagery. Just imagine creating an entire Sheila Anderson typed style line using generative AI imagery, where you can really kind of showcase your vision for style and images, and you don't have to do a photo shoot. You don't have to pay any money for, it's can go even beyond what is the laws of physics, there's so much that you can do. And Lydia, it's really great to see you. How are you? Lydia, can I ask you for just a couple of minutes to just refresh our memories on what it is that you do?
I am the assistant director for IT.
You're an assistant director for IT? Mm-hmm. Is that correct? What kind of IT?
Government, city government.
Okay, are you working with databases, network infrastructure, software, cybersecurity, or all of it? Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
It's like jack of all trades. I was specific in certain things on prior careers, but at this level, you just have to know a little bit of everything to be able to be the guidance in all the strategic work, resource allocation, and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Really good. Wow. So, Cristina, I'm just kind of curious, how has AI impacted each of you? Chrissy, I'm just jumping in.
Yeah, okay, please, yeah. Because my VPN is constantly messing with, sorry. So things kind of got frozen there for a second. But Lydia, we could do so much with whatever your goals are in this particular space, or even expanding beyond it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And kind of strategizing how you hit the next level with what you're doing and where you want to take it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a phase where, you know, how like a cat, if it's not sure of the foundation it's stepping on. And so, you know, I'm looking at this AI thing very slowly. Okay, maybe attempt something, work on something, but I'm really open to efficiency and how you can minimize the time that you spend doing things. So it's great.
Yeah, it can be your secret weapon.
Yep. Yep.
So,
True.
let's figure out how to do that, because in your particular field, remember the moat that I told you about?
Yeah. I wrote some notes down.
Is it possible that we could throw a stone and hit another IT director? Is that
Yeah.
That's my
Possible.
long-winded way of saying, yes, Lydia, let's help you get differentiated. Let's help you build your moat, because AI is coming for you. Like it's already displacing many aspects of information technology. Like AI is information technology basically on its own. So let's figure out how to build your moat. Let's figure out how you can use AI so that you control it and it does not control you or your destiny. Okay.
Fair enough. That's a fair description.
And if you want, set up 30-minute conversation with me. Let me put my Calendly in the chat and set up a 30-minute conversation with me, and let's get a little bit more specific around what you need, so that I can get you sort of experimenting right away.
Okay.
Great. And Cristina, what I'm also hearing, our theme for elevating and maximizing the potential of AI, ChatGPT, and everything that's coming out, is what I'm also hearing is we need to harness this not only for our careers, our jobs, the work we're doing in organizations as a thought leader, as a trusted advisor, as an executive, but also for us personally in our personal capacity, developing our own brand. Sheila Anderson, yes, exactly. So it has a dual approach. It helps us with the job, helping to elevate the company, of course, but also for us personally, building our own brand, because there will soon be, as you mentioned beautifully, Cristina, those that do utilize it and those that are thinking about it and debating, and they're going to be just left in the dust, kind of wondering what hit them. So really, this what I'm hearing is a call to action, Cristina, is just get on board and get going and get aligned with other people that are thinking the same way.
Yeah. Here, wait, I forgot to put this in the chat. So yeah, Lydia's like, I was actually thinking about, yeah, absolutely. Even just for you to feel more confident about the work that you're doing, the choices that you're making. Actually, one of the things that I've found really interesting about using AI is it's gotten me even more excited about what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So even if you're looking for just a little jolt of like inspiration, like, or really gathering momentum around something that you're willing to explore, this is the way to do it. It's one way to do it. Yeah. I personally, but I've gotten a lot out of that. So, yeah.
Brilliant, Cristina. Yes, yes. And, now more than ever, don't we need to have things that are inspiring us, moving us forward, helping us to be re-energized in the work we're doing. That's really the purpose of our council. So yes, yes. So why don't I just wrap up very quickly, and then, we'll have some time for some Q&A if you'd like, Cristina, any specifics, and certainly, contact Christine. Would you like to also verbally, for those that are watching a replay, reiterate again, you're on LinkedIn as
Yes.
well as the website for people to contact you or email, whatever you'd prefer. Yeah.
Yes. So my email address is Cristina@aimastermind.group. So it's CRISTINA at AImastermind.group. The URL is AImastermind.group. And I'm also on LinkedIn.
Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Good. So let's wrap up here. And my goodness, I mean, what a terrific, terrific way to talk about how to maximize the potential of these great tools, these great technologies, and emerging, to actually reinvigorate ourselves in our careers. Because, if you've been a coach, consultant, trusted advisor, thought leader, expert, we need things to keep us feeling motivated, inspired, a new, fresh approach, build that moat around us. Because in our council, we believe together we know this, we are creating a world of committed, powerful, and successful coaches. Because the more successful we are, the better it is for our clients. We get to model the way. And so, Cristina, you were certainly doing that today. And so as we complete our beautiful week of International Coaching Week, we're so happy to bring to you new ideas that are going to inspire you. And so many things that, Cristina, you mentioned about future casting, looking where there's opportunity, building a moat to only let in the things, the people, the topics, the ideas, the strategies that really serve us, keeping out what does not serve us. And so tomorrow's topic, I just am so delighted to be the presenter to talk about how to really serve women in corporate. We have oceans and oceans and oceans of beautiful sisters in corporate who are looking for support. They're looking for assistance. They're looking for sisterhood, looking for strategies around work-life balance. How do they brand themselves, to stand apart from others if they're climbing the corporate ladder, or they're thinking about what's next? Maybe they want to leave corporate, start their own business, their own enterprise, their own empire. And so tomorrow's topic is, how do we serve our corporate sisters? And, do that as a coach, how to help them maximize their potential and success while we do it for ourselves as well, always in a service model. And so we invite everyone to take a look, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, we've got now, I think, 78 different videos, and we have over 56,000 clicks and views. We're so grateful. Our YouTube channel for our C-Suite Network Women's Coaching and Consulting Council is just extraordinary. And so as an esteemed faculty member, we give you another platform to rise and shine. So take a look, subscribe, and, with that, just would love to stop sharing and, biggest takeaways from your time together with Cristina DiGiacomo. Love to get some feedback, and we'll complete our time. Biggest takeaways. And while you're watching the replay, think of that for yourself as well. Stop, pause, think about what's the biggest takeaway for you. So we'll just open up the lines here and perhaps share thoughts, biggest takeaway. We want to hear from you.
Well, my biggest takeaway, Cristina, thank you so much. I always learn. And Kathleen, you always bring such amazing topics to the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. So if people are not attending, they are missing out. So hopefully they're watching the replay. Mine goes back to potential, what you talked about at the beginning, right? That unlimited potential on what AI can do for you and your business, and how it can help catapult you faster, quicker, smarter. And just a shout out to Cristina. I used ChatGPT to win a speaking engagement. Yes, so I'm super excited about that. I had a request for a proposal for a large organization. They're doing a district meeting in my area, and I used ChatGPT to help me write my proposal, sent it off, and they were blown away. And they're like, we are so amazed at how you're able to align your topic with who we are as an association. And so super excited. So I'm going to use it to help me write my actually keynote speech for them as well. And a couple of and I've also used it for group exercises. So thank you. You've just really opened my mind, and I've just touched the iceberg, but thanking you for bringing ChatGPT and AI and all of that great technology in learning it and helping us learn it and use it and not be afraid.
Wow, Sheila, oh my God. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm like totally speechless. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Okay, yay. Okay.
Congratulations, Sheila. Beautiful. And, talk about turning possibility and potential into action. So here we go. This is how we operate in our Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. Great work.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to say initially, I was interested in philosophy and creative writing. And when I come across to her page on LinkedIn, say, oh, there's a philosophy council. Okay. So I started following that, and I feel like I'm just absorbing information from everywhere, reading and articles. And I say one day I need to, all that information I need to start connecting the dots and start writing, and now ChatGPT and the Philosophy Council and all of it together, and it came with your channel. So this could be interesting, and I have learned a lot so far, and to see how creators are actually utilizing the tool. So it's been great. Thank you.
Very nice, Lydia. Thank you so much. We're so delighted and feeling delightful that you're here with us too. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Good.
Great.
Cristina, final takeaway words of wisdom. Bring us home, sister, and we'll complete our time together.
We're going to need a bigger moat.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, this is definitely not the time to be like everyone else. This is the time to be
Pay attention.
To be the most yourself you can possibly be, which is exactly what the world is needing from you. And the changes that are going to push you and force you to be your unique self are accelerating really, really quickly. So this really ties to knowing who you are, knowing what you want, knowing how you want to be in the world, and getting hip to that very, very soon. So that's it.
Beautiful. Cristina, so agree with you. The time is now. So yes. So schedule a time with Cristina and of course, Sheila Anderson, branding expert, talking about what's next for you around your personal and professional brand. And then in Calendly, Kathleen Caldwell, to talk about our council. Come join our council, and also the Women's Success Accelerator, the year-long program to start, scale, and grow your coaching business. So with that, we'll complete for now. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, day 3, about how to support women in corporate. So with that, we'll complete our time. Big kisses. See you on our council campus. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.